yet, but also just wanting to focus on the process?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not making it bigger than what it is. I think it's just understanding we got to be better than we were last game. Take it one quarter at a time, not get too high or too low, and just not focus on the end result, but more just the process. And it's easier said than done. I think everyone understands what's at stake today for us, for this organization, but nothing really good happens from looking too far ahead. I think it's just being locked in the moment. We've had great preparation, a lot of film, understanding that this is kind of this like win or go home for us as well. Like we need to take this game as, there's no complacency. Like we're going to come out, we're going to punch, and we're going to do it for 40 minutes.
Talk about how well you guys overall have shot to three. You led the league, I think it was 10.3, and during the playoffs, it's been close to about 9.9 against great teams defending by three. How you guys are doing?
Yeah, it's just been getting in the paint. That's helped us be able to kind of dish out to the three-point line, get shooters open on really high percentage shots for us in terms of like uncontested threes, driving kick, opportunities. Our bigs can shoot, so them spacing out to the three-point line as well. But obviously it's, I think, being able to read every game what teams are giving us, whether it's inside or outside, and make the best decision possible for our offense.
Does this feel like the biggest game you've played in? Obviously you played in the Final Fours, you played in the Olympic Finals, so I don't know if that's fair to say, but how does it rate feeling?
I mean, I'm probably just as nervous as I would be in those other situations, like in the Olympics and probably last year in the finals as well. I think this year a little bit more veteran, just because I had gone through it. But yeah, I mean, I get really nervous for every game, so this is not different. I was up at 6 a.m. staring at the ceiling, just wanting it to be 7 o'clock. So just very excited and kind of excited to just start. I want to play.
You said it does feel different even than last year's finals because of your confidence level.
Yeah, I mean, just being there already. Like, I know what to expect. I know what a kind of game 4 feels like. Being on the opposite side and knowing it's kind of this like, you got your back up against the wall and you're gonna play the hardest you can for 40 minutes because your season's on the line. And so I think being able to have gone through that last year, it equips me just, kind of mentally and physically knowing what to expect and how we have to come out in order to win this game.
On that note, what do you guys need to do when you kind of come out against a team that has its back against the wall?
Yeah, we got to be better. We got to be better than last game. Obviously, we got a great win and we battled. Like after the first quarter, they came out punching, but that was like their best hit, and we were able to kind of weather that storm and continue to chip away. I think tonight it's we got to punch first, and we got to continue to sustain that. Obviously, we have a really deep bench that comes in and gives us great minutes and continues to kind of punch and fight. And it's not going to be easy. Like we're not going to just walk in and win a game because we're up one. It's it's understanding what's at stake and how much better we have to play. And I think every game and this year and potentially particularly in the playoffs, like we've bounced back really well from things we've struggled from, and I'm excited to see how we do that again tonight.
At this point in the series, are you guys fine-tuning things more offensively, defensively, or is it more of an even split?
It's an even split. I mean, I think we had film and walkthrough yesterday for about like an hour and a half to 2 hours on just going over everything. I mean, attention to detail on what it is we want to do, what we're changing, what we're not, and just understanding like we're all in. There's no time to rest and kind of take a day off. It's more understanding like we got to put all our eggs in a basket on what we can do better and buy into doing that.
So when you're up at 6 a.m. staring at the wall, how do you just stay sane, I guess, just knowing that it's an 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. I guess now tip?
Yeah, I mean, not really sane, I guess. It's tough, but I think it's just kind of enjoying what this feels like. I think that's part of it. If I woke up and wasn't nervous, there'd probably be a problem. So I think it's one of those kind of understanding myself and knowing that it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to feel this way, and we're in the driver's seat and we kind of control our own destiny.
Do you wake up then and watch film? Do you dive into basketball in those moments, knowing you're not going to be able to get back to sleep, or just do something else?
I watch a lot of Steph Curry highlights.
Yeah.
I do that for fun. I've been doing that all year. It just hypes me up, probably keeps me from falling back asleep, which isn't the best thing, but I'm ready. So whatever that means, sleep or no sleep, I'm ready to go.
Have you allowed a moment to think about what this means, this next win would mean, not just for your team, but for this franchise?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of been looming, over all of our heads, but over mine particularly, being drafted here and knowing that this has kind of been the goal when I was brought here to New York. But I think it's understanding, I could think about all that after the 40 minutes tonight and not letting that get in the way of how hard it's going to be in the process of going through 40 minutes of, grinding it out and figuring out what it's going to take to win.
At that point, you said you slept about 3 hours 2 nights ago. You said you didn't sleep last night. How big a nap are you looking at?
No, I slept. I just woke up early.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to bed early.
All right, so you're not as tired. Okay, understood.
Yes.
Is Kelly coming back for a game today?
No,
or
he's not coming.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not coming. Our assistant coach will be here, though.
Okay, good.
Jody's here, yeah.
What do you think a win could mean for New York and in New York City?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll mean everything. Obviously, it's something New York's been waiting on for a while now, and we're excited. We're excited to come out tonight and just embrace the opportunity to come into an opposing arena and win a game that could make history. And I think we all understand that, and it's all within our control. We don't have to play a perfect game to win, and I think that's been the beauty of this team is we just got to go out and be who we are and play our roles to the best of our ability. And if we do that, we come out with a win.
Oh, hey Sabrina. It feels like throughout the series you guys have been able to.
I'm so sorry, that's my
You guys have been able to really adjust to Minnesota's defense and start getting downhill, especially in comparison to Game 1. How do you sort of like the team's ability to adjust on the fly to what Minnesota's doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the great part of a series is being able to just adjust, understand what they're doing, and I think Game 3 we were a little surprised by their defensive intensity, and I'm excited tonight to see how we're able to just kind of understand what they're doing and how we're able to weather that storm and punch first. So I'm really excited to see how we continue to grow. But yeah, every game has just been like a chess match. They take something away and then we have another option, and vice versa.
Yeah, you mentioned having bigs at space, and I'm thinking about JJ and everything that she does well. How do you think playing with her, especially against a team as good defensively as Minnesota, just sort of allows everyone else more room to just operate and breathe?
Yeah, that's really what it is. I mean, she hit probably one of the biggest shots, on the wing for us in that game. Her first 3 of the game and a huge 3. And so her ability to space for herself, but also to allow us guards to get downhill in the paint, and whether we're creating 3-point opportunities or getting to the basket, it takes her big defender out of the paint. So it's been huge for us. I mean, everything that she's been able to do, whether it's been around the rim, but around the 3-point line, and just the gravity that she has helped all of us.
Yeah. Last game in here was record attendance. I think Game 2 was record attendance for you guys in New York. Does this sort of season feel like a culmination of all the hard work everyone has been putting in and over the past couple of years as far as helping the WNBA get to a higher echelon?
Absolutely. I mean, from the attendance in the finals, regular season attendance numbers have been up for every team. Viewership last game was, I think, peaked at 2 million viewers, which was absolutely amazing. So you're able to just see how this momentum just continues to build through the regular season and now into the playoffs. And then I'm excited to see what next year has to offer, because I know with the addition of some teams and our momentum continuing to build, it's just going to be astronomical numbers.
Thanks, Sam.
Is the viewership something you pay close attention to? You just know that you mentioned that it peaked at 2 million. So is that something you monitor, and what does it mean to you in general?
I wouldn't say monitor. I think I just kind of love statistics, and so being able to pick up on a few of those things and knowing how many people are watching and understanding just the difference between year 1 and year 2, and from last year to this year, and just how big of a kind of shift it's been. It's exciting to know what the future has in store for the WNBA and college.
And yesterday we heard that Steph Curry was one of the people that reached out to you, and you talked about that. I know you guys have a great relationship. Has he been supporting you throughout the postseason, these finals, and I guess what kind of advice and encouragement has he been giving to you?
Yeah, I mean, throughout the entirety of the season, to be honest, just being able to pick his brain, talk to him about certain things that I see on the floor, how he's been able to kind of counter that, the mindset that he has, and he's always supported me and kind of been there for me to be able to kind of ask questions, and just that mentorship from him means the world to me. I think he knows that as well, and so being able to continue to just build our relationship has been something been very blessed with.
Sorry, just one last question. Thank you.
What you should do is watch all the videos of people watching your shot.
I've
That's the
seen
fun
that.
part.
I saw a fan go like this before the shot even went up. And I was dying. I was like, he knew, man.
I feel bad for these Minnesota fans, like especially the ones who were in the building for that Luka shot too. Like it's been a tough year in this building. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, part of that legacy though. As somebody who likes statistics, I guess, what's the number you're keeping an eye on for this game?
One more than the other team.
That's it? Really rudimentary statistics. Huh?
Yeah. One more than the other team.
Staying calm, but then also having that passion. I think Stewie, what I've loved about this year is just how she's continued to grow in her leadership. And it's not just her in the huddle, but it's how much it means to me, and where we've learned along the way. So it's just I mean, it could be someone else's voice in the next one. They're speaking up or talking about a coverage or something. Yeah, that's just the passion. It's hard to get here, and you want to make the most of it when you are here.
It's important as a coach to have a player like Stewie saying, you see her in the huddle for years.
Yeah. No, it's important. I mean, we wouldn't be here without talent. You know what I mean, and teamwork. But you have to. The players go out there and play, and leadership. You don't see any rookies playing in the finals, do you? You only see veterans and experienced players because it's hard to get to this, and you need players that have been there. We have experience, obviously, and Stewie no more than what Stewie is, and she's the leader of this team. And you saw the will that she had. We got behind, and how she was able to carry us back and get back that lead too. So that's just a part. When you have greatness, there's more than just being on the court. It's what it's her own preparation of it, but also the impact that she has on her teammates when she speaks up.
Sabrina had mentioned considering this. Maybe just approaching this as the four-time game, even though you could still go back to when do you want your players kind of approaching it?
100%. That's it. We're saying it's like don't look too far ahead. Don't look more than what we need to do from the first 5 minutes. That's it. We got to stay in the moment. That's what I preach today. That's it. We haven't done anything yet. We're 2-1. We have an opportunity. So this is a do or die. Make the most of this. Don't have any excuses.
Hey Sandy, speaking of Stewie, she's such a great on-ball defender, but it feels like off-ball is goes up 10 more notches. Just does she sort of wow you at some point where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe she made that rotation and made this?
Yeah, no, I think it's been great. I think that's where, she's an all starting the defensive first team, which is thoroughly deserved. But the impact that she does, I think the recognition she probably doesn't always get. I mean, her ability to roam and to change shots and to shot block, but also to switch on to quicker guards and execute that. Just her movement, and then on the other end, having to be who she is, this great offensive player, and that takes a lot of effort and energy. And obviously, Nafisa is obviously very similar with what she gives Minnesota. But that's the pursuit. That's greatness, and that's basketball's not played on one side of it.
Thank you, media.
Thanks,